A Girl Who Is Cursed with Bad Luck. A story about a mysterious occult enthusiast and her search for the cause is a hot topic, with readers calling it scary but interesting. Horror manga. In this day and age when many comics are being adapted into films and TV dramas into comics, the Television Manga Club brings you the hottest manga information that entertainment fans will want to keep an eye on. This time, we'll be introducing There's a Reason for This Cohabitation, published by Ganma, which is currently being serialized in Ganma. When author Lisa Kurata posted the work on X, formerly Twitter, on June 26, it received over 5,000 likes and numerous comments. In this article, we interviewed Lisa Kurata, who spoke about the behind-the-scenes aspects of her creative process and the attention to detail she puts into it. Inukai is a student with bad luck due to a curse. Having been cursed 15 years ago, she consults with her university professor, who introduces her to a budding folklorist and curse specialist. The person in question is a doctoral student named Imakura, an occult enthusiast who carries around a mysterious object he calls a talisman.
Though
worried about Imakura, the two head to Inukai's home to discover the cause of the curse. Entering the room to search for anything suspicious, Inukai finds the woman who cast the curse 15 years ago standing there. Readers of the work have left many positive comments, such as, "It's scary, but interesting. I read it without realizing it was a horror story. It has a comedic feel in parts, and the ghosts are cute." Where did the inspiration for this story come from? It's the haunted property ghost story, a major genre of ghost story. I'd always wanted to write about shared houses, and it started with combining it with horror, which I'd always loved. Once the setting was decided, I started developing the characters by asking myself, what kind of person would live in a haunted property? First, there's the classic broke character. Some people choose haunted properties because they love the occult, and they do exist in real life. Aside from their love, some people live in haunted properties to use for work. Examples include comedians who live in haunted properties, paranormal streamers, and horror writers. I also thought it might be interesting to have a character who's so unaffected by ghosts that they're completely unharmed, and as I continued to develop the characters, I came up with those 5 characters. The contrast between the occult and comedy in this work is particularly striking. After writing this work, please tell us if there were any points you focused on or that you wanted readers to pay attention to. This work is targeted at people who like horror, people who like unfortunate handsome men, and people who are interested in horror but find it too scary to read. To make it enjoyable for those too scared to turn the pages, I made the ghost designs a little more pop-like and inserted comedy scenes immediately after horror scenes. I also believe that inserting scenes reminiscent of shoujo manga helps to lessen the horror. I plan to start by getting used to the horror, then gradually increase the intensity without revealing anything. If there's a scene or a line you particularly like, please tell me why. It's not a specific scene, but I like the formula of handsome guys making cool moves followed by psychopathic moves. I like unfortunate handsome guys. Please tell me about the things you pay attention to and keep in mind when coming up with a story.
I
Try to make the horror scenes scary and the heart-pounding scenes reminiscent of shoujo manga. Since I'm incorporating completely opposite themes, I want to make this manga twofold. I'm not very good at the sparkly shoujo manga style of drawing, so I'm currently studying it. Rise Kurata's works directly convey the characters' emotions, especially their fear. Is there anything you pay particular attention to or keep in mind when drawing? I like drawing expressions of fear, panic, and anger. So rather than being particular, I draw according to my heart. I may be conscious of the fact that the culprit who brings out those expressions should have an extremely evil smile. Please tell us about your future prospects and goals. I'm aiming to turn it into a horror game. I look forward to hearing from you. Please give a message to readers who are looking forward to your work. Since it's a combination of shoujo manga and horror, I was worried that it wouldn't resonate with either readership, but I'm glad that it was read by more people than I expected. I'll continue to do my best to bring you fun entertainment. Also, if you have any scary stories or mysterious experiences, please let me know via DM or other means.